Chili Dog!
Chili Dog.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lucas Ortiz, and I am here joined by Pikanjo. And recently, I've been doing a lot of stuff at college, including the Nintendo World Championships, because that was around there. So much fun! I am so excited. And today we're going to talk about something very interesting. But today, before I get started on that type of stuff, this is now officially called the Chilidogcast. And you must have found out from the intro you heard a few seconds ago. And today I am joined again by my co-commentator from the Splatoon 2 one. Please welcome Pikanjo.
Hi, everybody.
Yay!
Yay.
So Pikanjo is going to be co-commentating most of these types of podcasts, and I'm going to see if I can try to release them at a much more frequent scale. So please forgive me if I miss out on a month or 3, and because that's pretty much the rate that I was going at back then. But I'm gonna see if I can try to fit this in with my college schedule. But with all things aside, I'm very glad you can join me. Yeah, pretty glad you can join me, Pikanjo, because right now I'm just like so excited. I'm kind of repeating myself because it's been a while since I've content created. How are you feeling, Pikanjo?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Oh yeah,
It is.
we're gonna talk about stuff.
Yes, we're going to talk about a lot of juicy stuff. This is going to be very great. And today we're going to talk about Super Mario Odyssey. But first, I want to ask Pikanjo. Pikanjo, what have you been up to recently?
Mostly just recording, editing, mostly anything I can get my hands on. Mostly Pokemon and doing some Minecraft, which is what I started with. But I've gotten a big shift to Pokemon just because there were a lot of online competitions going on. It was really active, so I wanted to be part of that because it's something I always wanted to do as a kid. But now that there's internet, this is a lot easier to do.
Internet, yay!
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't
awesome,
quite
though.
a thing when I was starting to play Pokemon. It was just watching the anime and maybe that one or two other kids at school that talk about pushing that truck to find Mew. But now we know better.
Yeah, I remember back then I would play Pokemon Fire Red, and then in the nights I would watch Inuyasha on Cartoon Network. That was the first ever that I watched. That was right before Naruto, and then Naruto was the first one I actually got into. But all anime aside, Kanjo, I'm glad that you're doing everything well, and everything is good with you, man. And in case you guys haven't checked it out yet, you can check over Pikanjo. There might be a few annotations on the screen if I can figure out how to do that. And, just click those, watch Pikanjo's videos, support him. He's really cool. And, yeah, that's Pikanjo for you. But let's get into the real portion of this video that we're doing today. We're going to be talking about Super Mario Odyssey. Now, for those that do not know, Super Mario Odyssey is the next new Mario game that's going to be arriving on October 27th, Friday. And the day we're recording this is October 21st. The Saturday before that. And right now they already started the Nintendo New York line, so I'm not even going to get into that. Yeah, they started the Nintendo New York line, and
New Donk City line starts here.
exactly. And I don't know, maybe I'll stop by, I'll look around the area. And I hope you guys all come here and not come to New York City. You guys could if you want to. And just buy Super Mario Odyssey and enjoy that shit. And it's going to be really amazing. But I want to dive deeper into Super Mario Odyssey today. So, one of the things I want to talk about is Super Mario Odyssey is the first to reintroduce this sandbox-esque game. But Pikanjo, what are your thoughts on reintroducing this sandbox environment? What do you think?
Oh, well, being Minecraft being my first real sandbox game, this looks like an incredible feat for Mario to go into. I was pretty floored by how much freedom I had with Breath of the Wild, and I was hoping that's what they were going to do based on the early footage then, or Odyssey, and it looks exactly like that. I mean, this is kind of like Super Mario 64 sort of territory in terms of big things. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
more mechanics and the I guess the bigger worlds and the amount of adventure and freedom you have to do things. It's probably going to be like with Breath of the Wild, where there's certain things you got to try to accomplish, or you could probably try and go to the end as soon as you can, but more than likely you have to work your way to it. But it just
Absolutely.
looks so big and beautiful. And even though Mario's been to space twice, Odyssey looks even bigger than that. Like the
Absolutely.
worlds and what you can do. Yeah.
It's just amazing. For me, I remember I played Super Mario 64, and that was just amazing, you know what I mean? And just the fact that we are reintroducing this environment, that you're able to go wherever the hell you want to go, and just explore the scenery, especially with this new Nintendo Switch graphics that look fucking amazing. And I heard, actually, I read today on Twitter that it was 1080p, I think, docked. I don't know how accurate that is right now, but we'll find out in a few days. But I just like admire that, because now it's like, screw going outside, right? Who needs to go to those stupid trips when you can, gaze at the fake sky in your TV screen?
Or you take your Switch on the go, as we're all being told to do.
Absolutely. Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. Just being able to take Super Mario Odyssey on the go and just being able to play, discover something when you have free time. That's just amazing. And it's gonna be such an amazing thing, and it's all possible because of the sandboxing. Honestly, it's just wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course, I'm thinking back to 64 times. The biggest thing I remember at the time was the Rumble Pack. I'm not sure if it was
Oh,
compatible with that game. But yeah, I was like, that was the newest technology. Like, oh, I can feel the rumble as I run into that wall.
I remember that. That was the N64, right?
Yeah. I
Ah,
think the first
yeah.
one I thought I really utilized it was Star Fox. I don't recall the 64 did, but this was like any other time they release a new console. It's a brave new world. We got new things to play with, and we may not be fully adept to the technology they've that we've come across, but we're working with it, and they're trying to sculpt it.
Absolutely. And it's just amazing. This technology opens brand new environment for us to just experience this type of shit. We're no longer confined to the cables of a house. We can just go and explore on the go. It's
And we
just
got the video
great.
share option. Oh man,
Oh yeah, that recently
that
came
just
out.
happened.
Yeah. Was that today? I think that was today or
A
yesterday.
day or two ago, I think. I mean, I actually just did a couple. I think I posted one on Twitter about Splatoon 2, just because crazy stuff happens a lot. And of course, now that we have, it's like, well, great, nothing fun's happening now. It's like try to record.
It's all about getting those awesome highlights. But speaking about those highlights, earlier back in 1 year ago, actually, we they announced the Nintendo Switch reveal video back then when it was called the NX, and they showed actually footage like 2 seconds of this Mario game, and I just want to know, Pikanjo, what were your thoughts back then on this Mario game?
Well,
Like
I'm
based
probably
on
not the
just those
biggest.
two footage.
Oh, well, I'm probably not the biggest fan of Mario. I mean, I love his games, but I don't. It's not the reason I tend to buy a console. But when I saw it,
Absolutely.
it looked a lot of fun. And of course, this is. I'm trying to think when Breath of the Wild came out. That came out in March. I wasn't probably properly hyped until then, because after I played Breath of the Wild, the thing like this looks great. This is going to be great for Mario game, and I was just surprised that they how much it has changed and yet is the same and new all at the same time. It's just
Absolutely.
I'm pretty hyped to do it, and I haven't actually pre-ordered Odyssey, but maybe I should, because I don't know how big demand is going to be.
Oh, I can tell you right now, the demand is going to
Well,
be
sure, in New
really
York,
big.
it's going to be that way.
There's already a line here. I told you a few
Yeah, I
minutes ago.
know.
It's fucking crazy. CND is doing that again. Oh my goodness. That man is a legend. I don't know how he can manage doing that. But I remember when I watched this trailer back in like October of last year. I remember I was like, "Oh shit, it's going to be another one of those Super Mario Galaxy where it's like they just kind of like nothing new, but it's like I was excited for it regardless. It was like, "Oh, it's another Odyssey-esque game or something." But this is just like crazy. I never expected it to be the sandbox type of game. So I was really excited about that. And that was just a major surprise for me. Some people had other expectations, but for me that was just like, whoa. But I'm pretty sure we're all hyped about Super Mario Odyssey. And I'm even more hyped because just I think this week or last week, they released the Super Mario Odyssey commercial. Pikanjo, you saw it, right?
Oh yes, I did. That is, it's fun. It's like it really kind of just get ready to raise our sails and go out and explore.
Absolutely. For those that did not
And the
check it
AI's gonna
out,
tear it apart and find every nook and cranny, and everyone's gonna spoil it for me, so I can't go there anymore.
you gotta pre-order it. Pre-order it.
Yeah.
Nah. But for those that
Yeah.
didn't see the commercial, here's a bit of footage from it.
Here we go, off the rails, but you know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. Need bags, or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my life is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon of this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah.
Commercial
It was
plays.
really nice. I like the choreography they did with it. It just meshes rather well.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did try the choreography, and that's actually really well done. It's a lot. I think it's a lot 1950s. They like to keep that portion there.
Oh, is that what?
I don't know. For me, they're
yeah.
wearing those suits, so it's like.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at the time period, but I don't doubt it.
Absolutely.
It's just a lot of work for that. I was like, yeah, they're now there's really no reason not to have a Switch. This is the reason. If you haven't gotten it yet, you gotta get the Switch.
You gotta get the Switch. I mean, you guys remember how I was so hyped for the Switch. I even showed them multiple.
Now they've upped production, and I think now they're kind of stocking it because this is the calm before the holiday sale. And
oh, absolutely! This is gonna be.
You won't be able to find it probably after that.
This is gonna be insane. I'm just telling you right now.
I still can't find anything for the NES Mini. It's always gone.
Damn. Yeah, those are scalpers.
There's always a line night before. Like you said, there's a line a week before Odyssey comes out.
They are still selling Super NES classics here.
They are?
Yes, they are. They have like a line every day, and it's so fucking crazy.
A line. It's like, what? They have one. You go down there and you pick one up for me, buddy.
Pretty much. But anyways, back on track. One of the features that is introduced in this new game is the Cappy that can possess. Well, they don't want to call it possess. Capture quotes others. And I just want to ask Pikanjo, what do you think the gameplay is going to be like for you? Like, what do you think can be possible?
It sounds really varied. I mean, there are probably going to be probably a few set modes of how the animal that you're controlling works, because there's like a dinosaur, and then there's the bullet bill, so it'll be able to fly around. So really does allow you to explore the world you're in. Probably anything you can, because there might be ways of them stopping you from going to a certain area unless you know the game rather well. But yeah, I think everyone's just ready to play as Bullet Bill and Dinosaur Mario and just stomp around.
Just crush everything. Yeah. You want to be Godzilla.
Just bring Mario T-Rex to New Donk City.
Yeah, just bring the entire dinosaur.
I don't think there's a hub world. I think I was hearing that, and that's fine because the big worlds that they've shown us, and sounds like they haven't shown us all the worlds, which is fine because I'm sure they're holding some stuff back.
No, I think the hub world is actually New Donk City, and then
it is.
The flagpoles I think take you to the other cities. I'm not sure how that works.
I thought you took the vehicle called the Odyssey around.
Or that. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Mario Galaxy 2-esque thing, yeah, where you take a little vehicle around.
That could be it. Perhaps.
They explore the world, looks like. And I honestly can't wait to hear the names of these other places. I haven't really watched anything because there's so much, and I kind of want to just find out for myself.
Absolutely. Are you going to record yourself, by the way, doing that?
Oh, I don't have a method yet for recording my stuff on Switch. But something I will probably have to look into now that the last Pokemon games are for the 3DS are Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Yep. Everyone donate something to Pikanjo. Get him a capture card.
I'll probably get an Elgato or something. I was being recommended that. It just because being HDMI, particularly for the system, sounds pretty good.
Everything is going to be HDMI from now on.
Yeah, even though I don't think people care. I don't think people care that much about it. It seems like half do and half don't. It's like I can't even tell. So it's like my eyeballs only take so many frames per second.
There was something on Twitter, the 600 frames per second Bowser, and it's like,
Cat Bowser. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Put that on screen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love watching that.
I have to find it now. Yo,
Oh,
you
help
gotta
you, buddy.
perfect. This is how video editing works, guys. So
I help it.
yes, we're pure video editing, but as we know, this is very similar to Super Mario 64, and my question is, what do you hope it has for Super
Oh
Mario
boy,
64?
I don't, I'm not an expert on Mario games, so I'm just saying, well, there's probably a set amount of things you have to accomplish to get to, I guess, the last final boss or anything like that. And I'm sure there are optional, because I'm thinking back to Galaxy, they had, or even Super Mario 3D World, which was just a huge game. It just had
Mhm.
all these other worlds that they had after you beat the original game. Like, how many could there be? There's so many. A lot of them are the same, but it was just like there's so much more. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, in this, it makes me wonder, because just kind of like with Breath of the Wild, like how long have they been working on this? This is amazing.
It's just blows your mind. I remember playing Super Mario 64 back then when I was young. It was just something amazing, you know. You could do so many things with it, and it was just like, wow.
The triple jump.
Yes, the triple jump, Mario in 3D, and it was just
Yeah,
wow.
I mean,
Just
they
amazing.
they were able to set the bar when they were doing 3D with that. That seems to be the one everybody points to. Like, look, Super Mario 64 did it fine. Why couldn't this game?
Exactly.
And
It
now,
set the standards for it.
although 3D worlds, especially, have been done a lot. I'm thinking of the Fallout series and the Halo and all those other first-person shooter games that have 3D worlds pretty well done, just fine. And now Nintendo gets to do their own another jab at it.
Yeah, it's been a while, and it's just amazing. And pretty much, no, it's just something. It's part. I think it's a wave. I don't know. I feel like it's a wave of 3D worlds coming in, but I think Nintendo's late to it because this. It's been a while since they pulled something off like this. Where it's like sandbox and 3D. But
Oh yeah, I guess Sandbox. Like, yeah, I mean there are big 3D worlds, but of course, can you imagine? Because the way they did DLC for Breath of the Wild, they're going to do DLC for this game.
oh, yo, I've never thought about that.
I only actually just thought of that now. So I'm like, oh wait, they could probably do that. And what would they add? I really don't know. Maybe another world, much like they're doing with Breath of the Wild, like a whole nother. It sounds
Oh
like a whole
my
other
goodness,
continent, which is like, how big is that?
it's just
Because
insane.
I'm still not done exploring Breath of the Wild. I'm like, another one. I gotta go lay down.
I haven't even beaten it.
Oh,
I'm at
me
Hyrule
neither.
Castle.
I'm just enjoying exploring. I think I can go fight Ganon, but no, I'm still exploring. I gotta
It's
find
good
all
for
those
you.
Korok seeds or whatever I'm looking for.
Find all 900 of them. You'll do
I'm
it.
up to like 200 something.
You're almost there. You only have
Almost.
7 nights.
Well, with that DLC, I can now find it because I found the masks for it. But still, just exploring. I'm always finding more fun stuff.
Exactly, and there's no doubt that Super Mario Odyssey is gonna be something amazing like that. But pretty much, I don't know if you had to ask one question to the developers of this game, what would you ask them?
Let's see. I guess I would want to ask just what was the turning point to make it a sandbox game? Just because Mario games can be pretty linear. They aren't always, and many aspects aren't, because you can pick where you want to go and play which stars you want to get, etc. But what made you want to do a sandbox game for this? Because this is pretty awesome, and I like the idea.
Absolutely. For me, the question would be, um, how what is the process in making a game like this?
There's got to be tons of testing. It just kind of makes me think of back to Breath of the Wild again. They would have newer gamers play it, give their ideas, and it's kind of like Nintendo was, in set in their ways making games.
Hmm.
A lot of the same way, and the same people, and a lot of it wasn't bad. It was they did just fine. Now they get new people in there, and they're like, well, what if we tried doing this? Makes me mind. I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto who when he was first testing out Breath of the Wild, he just found himself climbing trees because he liked doing that. And it was just something fun that he didn't think about doing in the game, and he liked it. It was in there, and that was
Absolutely.
pretty cool.
The whole new experience. That's what really fuels everything, and that's what I think is
It's
gonna fuel
yeah, it's
Odyssey.
fresh and new, and rope the kiddies in and beg the parents to get it before Toys R Us goes out of business.
Fuck. Now I'm sad again.
Yeah, I understand
Oh,
because it's ought to be really interesting because with a lot of kids these days, they're usually holding a cell phone and not holding like a 3DS. Because when I see a 3DS, like, oh boy, kids are still playing this.
absolutely. It's just
Because
like
you can't really
interesting.
have both when you're a kid or either.
Days were simpler back then. It was much
Uh,
simpler back then.
Here's your Game Boy, and I'll go sit in the corner.
That's what I used to do. Oh man. But yes, thank you so much, Pikanjo.
No
Um
problem.
we are going to have both me and Pikanjo are going to have more videos soon. And then maybe I'll do a few videos on my own, but you can't really go that far without an awesome co-commentator like Pikanjo. So
Oh, too much
yeah.
ego. Oh.
Thank you so much, Pikanjo. I really appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Just make sure, remember, guys, Super Mario Odyssey is going to be arriving Friday, October 27th, and you all should get it. And if you didn't watch the whole commercial, I'll leave that in the description as well. That entire commercial where they're dancing. If you don't watch, once you watch that, you're gonna want the game. And if you didn't buy a Switch, sell a liver or something. Do anything to get it because it's amazing. I'm just saying that because it's awesome. I don't know. This is like a redefining thing, but yeah. Thank you so much, Pikanjo, for joining me. Um, any last words, Pikanjo, that you would like to say?
Let's go enjoy the Odyssey.
Yes. Odyssey. Yes. See.
Odyssey. Odyssey.
Odyssey. Odyssey. Da-na-na-na.
No,
We're gonna get claimed. No.
we're
Yes.
not. No, we're not. Be quiet.
Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you guys when I make the next video. This is Lucas Rasheed signing off. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. And yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.